Hello, stock traders. I hope all of you had a great day. I got some updates for you for the list and for everything that's going on. It was a great day on the market. I felt, even though it was really kind of break even for most things except for the NASDAQ did really well. I had an 18.4% gain, so of course I was thrilled about that. FPRX really did well for me and really pushed that forward, so that was a great win. Month to date, if you are following the top 7 and you have close to the entry points and exit points that I've had on the top 7, then you should be at an 18.8% gain month to date. Year to date, I have jumped all the way up to a 713% gain. I had a lot of money in that FPRX, so that was just a huge win for me. And I'm, of course, extremely thrilled with that. All right, day trading. So intraday trading. Today, I intraday traded APT, PSHG, IMRN, and I finished even. I started off the day with a really good trade on PSHG and made close to 9%. Then I traded it again and lost a little over 10. So it was just an accident and I got stuck in a halt, and that can be really unfortunate when that happens. I had APT that I traded later and got a few more percentage points. It was a pretty good trade, but other than that, that was it. I like to use Webull for my intraday trading, just kind of quick plug for Webull. I like to use them as my broker, and one thing I really like about them is I can trade as early as 3 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m. Central Time, so that's really good for me. I like the flexibility of it, how well it fills orders, and then also all the scanners that are involved with it, which are really great. Okay, so I have no sales to report. I didn't sell any of the insiders at all from yesterday's list. I have a couple that I've added, and we're going to kind of talk about that. And I've been asked this a lot. I get asked all the time, how do I enter into an insider? Well, here's how I like to do it. I'm going to give you the formula that I talk about in my Discord group. And for me, this really works. Okay, so when we have insiders reported, most of the time insiders are reported after market. So market's closed and then you pull up the report and there's all kinds of new insiders to go through, and there's tons of different ones. I have a lot of experience and know which ones are good and which ones are not, and there's lots of masked ones that just really aren't that great. You could definitely make some wrong choices on that, especially if you pick one that's part of an offering. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, how I like to buy an insider is once I find a stock that I've analyzed and decided, okay, this is a good insider stock to go into. My goal to get into that stock is to get into it at 2% higher than what it closed at or lower. For example, if we have a stock that's at $10 and I'm wanting to get into it, I'm trying to get into it at less than $10.20 if it closed at $10. Because I know how explosive that insider activity can be, I will weigh out wanting to get into that stock before it starts to move over the next couple of days versus trying to get the best price that I possibly can. So my goal is always 2% up or less from the closing price. Now, if I can't do that, and I've tried to get in and can't do it, usually 15 minutes after the market opens is going to be the best price. And most of the time you can get in less than 2% up. But, you know, the goal is, of course, to not only to buy the insider, but to get the best price. You fight for price. If you don't, so much of your money is made in that cash management. Buying it really well and then selling it well. So buying is so important. All right, let's get to the top 7 because we have so many great stocks to go through. And this is actually 10 total stocks I'm going to talk about today. This is the top 7 plus 3. And there's many more stocks that we talk about in our group, in our Patreon group, in our Discord that we have. And also that's where I give my notifications out. Once I've analyzed a stock and say, I think this one's going to be good. ABC is going to be good. And then everyone will start to get into it from the group there. That's where that happens. And I highly recommend that you check it out. For the small amount that it costs, you'll definitely make it up with one great trade. Check it out in the description down below. Okay, let's start off with the first one is ADC, and we've had this on the list a little while. This is Agree Realty, and on Wednesday this finished up 0.23%, and my average at $68.84. Since calling this one out, it is still down at $3.41. When I called it out on Monday, you know, Pfizer had just announced all of that stuff. On Monday, Pfizer just announced their results, and so it was way high, and I didn't get a good price on it. I was excited to get into it, and then it just slowly kind of tapered off the rest of the day, and so that was not how you want to start it off. But Director Ruben Feuer, he bought $94,500 worth of stock in open market. Analysts have an average target on this at $76.58, so there is plenty of upside. And I still think this one's got more to go. It's definitely been steady each and every day. All right, the next is DNB. This is Dun and Bradstreet. And on Wednesday, it finished up 1.76%. My average in it's $27.90. So far since calling it out, it is still down 4.86%, but it is climbing each and every day. It's been really steady. It's grown a little bit each and every day since not having a great day the very first day that we bought it. But the CEO bought $1 million worth of shares in open market. It was a very bullish transaction. And analysts have an average target price on this at $29.62, and I think it will continue to move upwards slowly but surely. The next is RDUS, and this is Radius Health, and it had a terrific day today. This finished up 4.85%. My average in it's $14.51, and since calling it out, it is up 7.37%. And 10% owner biotech target NV has bought $10,000 shares in open market, and analysts have an average target on this stock at $20.25. So plenty of upside still left to go, and this is a good one. All right, now for the top 7, and number 7 is IBM, International Business Machines, and on Wednesday this finished down 0.60%. My average in it's $115.97, and since calling it out, it's up 1.31%. So far, yeah, it's doing okay. Alex Gursky, director, bought $500,000 worth of shares in open market, and this is a fantastic dividend stock, and it has a very high analyst target of $135.93. All right, number 6. And this one was some of the people in my group and some of the people that I talk to every day have a love-hate relationship with this stock. But number 6 is MTEM. This is Molecular Templates. And on Wednesday, it finished up 6.01%. So this one was a really good gainer. My average in it's $9.29 as an average. Since calling it out, it is up 4.36%. But B-Flack Biotech, he has been buying up shares and bought $5 million worth in open market just a few days ago. And it's been 6 days in a row of insider activity from this. And so they have been buying up and they're not slowing down. And so that'll be something to kind of watch for tomorrow. Definitely see if there's more insider activity on it. My analyst target on this is $20.84. So tons of upside, more than 100% upside. So I like that. And so they are very confident in Molecular Templates. All right, number 5 is Quad Graphics, QUAD. And on Wednesday, this finished up 1.88%. My average in it's $2.62. And since calling this out, this one is up 3.83%. And John Sheely, director, bought $110,000 worth of shares at open market. And the other thing I like about this stock is analysts have an average target of $6 a share on this. So more than 100% upside again. So Quad Graphics is one that's really could pop up real heavily. Number 4 is Wrap Technology. That's WRTC. On Wednesday, this finished down 3.34%. My average in at $6.20, and since calling this out, it is down 2.14% in the group. So this is your opportunity if you're on YouTube and watching this video and you're not a member of our group. This would be a good one to get into because it's down a little bit, but it's got some real explosiveness to it in that Scott Cohen, executive chairman, bought $76,000 worth in open market. And analysts have an average target on the stock at $9.75. And we've seen this stock really shoot upwards and do well in the past. And so I think Wrap Technologies is one that could go really high. All right, number 3. Number 3 is Prgo. This is Prgo. And on Wednesday, this finished down 2.87%. My average in it's $48.04. Since calling this one out, this one is down 1.50%. 2 different directors have bought shares in open market. It was very bullish. I love to see multiple officers load in. That usually means there's some good news. There's definitely something around the corner. When it's not just one person doing it, it makes me feel very confident. Analysts have an average target on this at $56.50. And I think that this one's going to do really well for us. All right, number 2. Number 2 is brand new to the list, and this is New Relic, NEWR. Since calling this out in our Patreon group, it is up 2.64%, and on Wednesday, this finished up 3.46%. My average in it's $54.16, and David Henschel, director, has been loading up, and analysts have an average target on this stock at $70.40, and so that's a real big upside. And so I like that. I think New Relic is going to be very good. Number 1. And this one is brand new to the list. This is Corset Therapeutics, so CORT. On Wednesday, this stock finished up 3.43%. My average in it's $18.82, and since calling it out, it's up just a small percentage point. It's up 0.90. And Leonard Baker, director, bought shares in open market, and analysts have an average target price of $18.75 per share on it. So I do a lot of work for this list. If you could please do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you were to share this video with your friends, I'd very much appreciate that. And if you have not done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. That way you get notified when one of these new videos comes out. All right, well, let's continue doing well. I'm liking November, definitely, I think so far. I mean, based on everything that's happened, you know, if you would have told me at this point, you know, that we would be up close to 18%, I would be really, really happy with that. So looking for more great things. Who knows? Maybe we can have a 30 or 40% month. That would be pretty fantastic. Anyway, wishing all of you the best. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. We love to hear your comments. Let's have a great day tomorrow, and Raythoven out.